So I just wanted to talk briefly about formatting, okay? So I'll just remove the formatting from this. Select General. General is as everything appears. But here I can add, for example, some currency formatting. And now the dollar sign is before the 100. It's added a decimal point and it's added 0 cents. You can also select accounting, okay? So here we got accounting. The only difference is that the dollar sign is on the left of the box as opposed to the left of the number. Okay, I prefer accounting because you can see the number clearly, but it's entirely up to you what you prefer. Here we have comma. So if we just click the comma, you can see it's added a comma and a decimal place. So that makes the number easy to read. For example, 98,765. It becomes even easier when you've got bigger numbers. For example, 987,654,399. So you can select this, or you can select one of the formatting options. I don't think there is a short one for comma, but there'll be something here, I'm sure. So it'd be a matter of finding it. Text, font. I'm not going to find it now. You can just click here. Percentage. So if you were to click percentage, and this is slightly trickier, it will add a percentage. Now, this is a spreadsheet. So 1 is a whole number. So 1 is basically, you got to think of it as a fraction. So 1 is 1 over 1, which is 100%. So if I click on this 1, it should be 100%, okay? So you've got to be careful when you're thinking about percentages on a spreadsheet. Sorry, 1, enter. Oops. Why is it doing this? Oh, I've already formatted it to percentage, that's why. So if you remove it and set it to general, so here's 10, here's 1, and here, for example, is 100. And if I made them all into percentages, it's going to be 1,100, 10,000. Okay? Which is useless. So when you're thinking about percentage, say you wanted to have, this is your discount column for the purchase price, which is here. You would go, for example, let's remove my formatting, make it general again. And you might have 10%, which is 0.1. You've got to think of it as a fraction, so 1 out of 10, which is 0.1. Maybe you want 25% off, so it's 0.25. Maybe you're feeling really generous and you're going to give them 33% off. Okay? So when you turn these into percentages, it will make your spreadsheet functional. So you should have formatted this, so you should have all of these as dollar signs. The number of rentals is not $1, it's a number, so I like to just center that. And if I zoom out, I should be able to see a bit more. So you probably want to do the same down here. I'll show you another thing as well. So you can click this and format it. And you can click this button here, Format Brush it's called. And then you can just brush areas, click on something and it will do what you want it to do. So I'll format this and then I can click to brush there. So it's just another tool you can do. I'll show you again. So I'll format it to dollars. I press my format brush. See it says copy formatting from one location and apply it to another. And you can just paint. Okay. Make sense? So you should have done that on your own. You probably should have added a grid. Maybe this grid. You might have made your outside borders bold. And maybe made these bold with bold, and possibly make the title a bit bigger. Give it a color. And maybe your totals, you probably want to make that stand out a little bit, so just something like that. And I think that's about it. So that was just a very quick video on formatting. We're going to move ahead now and try something different.